Welcome into Wildcat Sports Talk, presented by the Kentucky Daily. You know, we're just hanging out. We're getting ready for the game today. It's the pregame show. 859-428-8419 is the number to call. Our show still does exist, right, Tim?
It does, man. We're right here.
I mean, the thing is, this week has been a little bit of a different week, at least for me personally. If anybody's followed my story and knows the song about my daughter, I finally got to meet and hang out with my daughter this week, man. What about that?
Dude, what an amazing, touching moment. I was able to be there, and it was really cool, man. I was so excited for you and your daughter, and it was just really cool, man.
Yeah, and then on top of that, a few days later, her and we go to Dollywood together and hang out.
How was that?
It was awesome. Doesn't get any better,
man.
So, want to thank you guys again for tuning in to the show as we are getting you set for Kentucky and South Carolina in a game that I'm about as nervous as you can get for this game because, number one, our quarterback situation is up in the air. Of course, I kind of think and feel, if I'm a betting guy, I don't think Will goes. I mean, I just don't. I mean, from everything I'm hearing, I actually think we're probably going to see Kaya Sharon at least to start. If it goes south, you might see Will try to go in there, but I just don't think if Kaya can go in and do the work, then there's really no sense in Will playing.
No, and it's a team. South Carolina's not a bad team, but we've had South Carolina's number. We handle them pretty good. We should win the ball game, and I think when you got a guy like Chris Rodriguez, it doesn't really matter who's at quarterback. You should be able to beat South Carolina. But I'm like you. I don't think he starts the game. I don't think Will starts the game. I think we come out and we go, look, we're going to hand the ball off. We're going to get our running game going. And then if we get a little bit of trouble, the offense ain't going, the running game ain't going, you're going to see Sharon throw the ball a little bit. The Somerset boy, the Kentucky boy, you're going to get to see him do a little bit. But if things ain't going right, then I would say Will be on standby.
I agree. Now, the one thing I'll say, too, is, I think that Kentucky, with all that we're more deep now than we've probably ever been, but we're still lacking some spots. And unfortunately, the spots where we're losing guys are spots we're not very deep. And that's just the way it is. But you know what? Kaya Sharon, you look at it like this. He apparently beat out Bo Allen. So, so that's that. Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this? Hello?
Oh,
that's good.
Oh.
See, here's what's happened. No, he said Vols.
Oh, he said Vols.
Yeah, it
sounded like throw up a little bit.
Yeah, well, and it is. It is. It's that throw up orange that no one likes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's interesting about this. They're beating a really bad LSU team. And you know how I know it's a really bad LSU team? Because when we busted their ass last year at Kroger Field,
Tennessee fans told you how bad they were.
They told us how bad they were, and that we're nothing.
Yeah.
So remember that now that you're doing it. Just remember they're still bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we got their coach fired. we're just two different people here. But the other thing is, too, y'all want to see the classiness that Tennessee fans have? Y'all want to see this?
I think their ambassador, the guy that leads their whole Vol Nation,
this is the ambassador
called in.
of Vol Nation. Guys, I'm just going to warn you, there is some foul language here, but you know what? We're not on radio for this pregame show, so you just have to hear this for yourself.
Hey, good evening. This is Will. I've called you a couple times. I don't think your show even exists anymore.
We're right here.
Just because y'all fucking lost doesn't mean that your program's over. I do want to call and talk about the Tennessee-Kentucky rivalry because you're full of shit and you think that, just go fuck yourself and your stupid show. Goodbye.
Oh, so I thought he wanted to talk about the rivalry.
He wanted to talk about the rivalry. He said I was full of blank.
Yeah.
But gives me no reason as to why I'm full of blank because he just says, and so just go F myself.
I mean, to be honest with you,
he's a great guy.
Coming from a Tennessee fan, that was pretty good.
That was really good.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why he's leading the charge on there.
Yeah,
fandom.
Killed it. I mean, absolutely killed it.
And how do you respond to that? It's like, oh man, what are we going to do? We don't have a show anymore. Well, I hate to hear it from him.
I know it's terrible, isn't it?
But and it got me excited because he wanted to talk about the rivalry, but then he was just like, "I go after yourself."
Let me just say this. Let me just say this. There is no worse fan base in all of college sports. And you know what? We got another one right here on the line. How are you doing, Vol Nation? You guys are high on your high horse.
I'm doing great. See y'all in Neyland. You want to be Matt Jones? You're just the one to be Matt Jones.
Listen, if you know anything about college football, and I hope you do, let's have a good educated discussion. Let's not like, well, you want to be this, you want to be. Talk to us like a sports fan. What do you got?
I just letting y'all know. See y'all me. I'm a little inebriated. Go big damn Orange. Fuck Kentucky.
Yeah, but here's
good day.
Okay.
Well, that's all he had.
That's all they've got.
Practiced that for a while.
He practiced
I caught him off guard when I said, "Let's talk sports."
Yeah, because he doesn't know. Well, we're just better. Go Vols. You know.
See you in Neyland. Well abbreviated.
Yeah,
dude. Like, let's talk sports, man. Like, you're killing your fan base.
Yeah.
You're destroying them.
They have no ability to do it. Here's the thing. They've not been good since 98, so let's cut them some slack here. They've not been good since 98 and Peyton Manning. And they honestly believe they're back on the track to winning the national championship.
Dude,
but what's funny is we thought that we were good too when we beat LSU, but all made sure to tell us that we weren't.
But here's what kills me, man, is I thought whenever I calmed him down and said, let's talk sports, he said, okay. And then he lost his mind again.
Yeah, because he can't handle it.
No, he's like, oh, God, they might get me here.
Yeah, because
and then his boyfriend said, hang up, dude. Hang up. Just say F you and hang up, man. That's all we got.
I mean, that's all they've got.
Yeah.
This is what we have to deal with, guys. And you all wonder, and all the people out there ask me, why do you trash Tennessee fans so hard?
Scott's
you know why? You know why we trash Tennessee fans so hard?
Yeah.
Because of that right there.
Yeah.
That right there
that
is the
your
reason.
Fan base.
That's the fan base.
Leading the way.
We went to Ole Miss. It's like, welcome to Oxford, hotty toddy. You know, you go anywhere else. Nice people. We're partying with Ole Miss fans. They're like, hey, don't go easy on us tomorrow, man. You guys got a really good team.
Yeah.
And you do too. Thank you. Have a great day.
Good people.
But Vol fans are like, hey, I hope you wreck your car on the way home. Like, they're the worst. Like, they're the worst
Let's
fan
talk
base
football.
in the world.
F you and your show. Bye. Well, that was a good conversation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man, hey, but they're watching. And,
they
listen, no matter what your education level is, thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
You know what? All types are welcome here. Vol fans and everyone else.
The good thing about it is every one of the views we get and the clicks we get and
helps
the conversations
us.
we get, it doesn't say education level beside it.
And what's great is I love how people say Matt Jones wannabe.
Yeah,
like, that makes me, you know what? Like, that's, man, I want to be a guy that has a multi-million-dollar platform that's all over the state.
Yeah. I want to be successful.
Got me.
I want to be successful. Shoot me.
Got me. Like,
and the thing is, though, he knows who Matt Jones is. Right?
So you clearly know.
And he knows who we are. He's calling us. You know what I mean? He's taking an effort to call us.
So, in other words, guys, you saw that we've already had 2 Tennessee fans call. Their fan base is so good and so awesome that they'll call a Kentucky radio show for a pregame while their game is on. We live so far in their head. They say we live rent-free that they live rent-free in our head. Well, their game's on right now, and they're too busy not watching it.
Actually, yes, their game is on, and they're calling a Kentucky show.
Yeah, I mean, what does that tell you?
I mean,
it's awful sweet, isn't it?
It is. It's nice,
it's real sweet.
Looks like LSU's getting ready to score here.
I hope they do. I hope they score and bust that ass. Let's see here. Let's see.
It ain't going to matter much.
Let's see. Come on, get it in there.
Get
it to throw it in there.
Oh, man.
God, you idiot.
The helmet comes off. He's done.
God. Okay, well.
Anyway, how y'all doing out there, Big Blue Nation? Some friendly folks give us some comments here. Good old Rocky Flop. All's women chew tobacco on Rocky Top.
They do. I mean, they do.
Ted. Good
they
job.
really do. So it is what it is. We've come to accept it that Tennessee fans are low down, they dirty, and they some snitches. So
yeah, we done destroyed LSU just like we will your overrated team.
Okay.
So wait a minute. We have one common opponent this year.
And
right?
look here. Look what they love. Rent-free.
Hey, listen,
rent-free, as I just said.
Oh, they use that.
Their game is on.
They use that
and we're doing a pregame show where we're taking on South Carolina.
We're talking about our team.
We're talking about
our team, and here they come.
And here they come.
Rent-free.
And here's the worst part about it. Like, I would go to so and just for the record.
But dude, listen, like for some substance, we've played one common opponent this year, right? Florida.
Uh-huh.
We beat them by 10 at the Swamp. They beat them by 5 at home.
We're not the same.
We're not the same.
scoreboard.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, just it is what it is.
And then they want to bring up 100-year record.
Yeah, that's good.
Boy, I tell you what, let's go back 100 years and figure out some stuff.
Yeah.
How about right now? How about let's talk about right now?
859-428-8419. You Kentucky fans out there that are watching, you call in. Let us know.
Well, Tennessee fans, if you've got more than a sentence that doesn't have 5 words and one of them's the F word, call us.
If you've got something that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you've got something that makes sense.
Yeah.
Give us a call.
No,
it's
just told them not to call. Tennessee is beating at really bad LSU team. Congrats. That's
exactly.
True.
That's
yes,
our
yes.
point. Yeah, that's our point.
The LSU team that we destroyed last year, right?
Yeah, we beat them, and yes.
Yes, Logan. Tennessee fans are a joke. Honestly, you live right amongst them, man. You know.
Actually, no, we have one.
Actually,
from 1950.
Chris. Listen, Chris. I'm going to tell you something. Chris says we have none, right? Chris, I'm going to enlighten your world, man. It's a little thing called Google. you type it in, Google, type it in, go to Google, type in Kentucky football national championships, and it will help you from looking stupid all the time. Like, it'll change your world. Just Google before you comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all trying. And listen, I fully grant you that I want Tennessee to lose every game, but I kind of expected when they front-ended their schedule with all of the worst teams in the SEC and back-ended it with the real guys, which start next week, by the way. So Tennessee's getting ready to get a dose of humble pie next week.
Yeah, they're going to get a humble pie for sure. What's Nick St. John say? What's up, Nick?
Today I was driving on 75, and I did find 2 Tennessee hats. Guess what I did with them?
I bet I know. He probably used one to relieve himself and the other one to cover it up with.
Probably. Is that what he did?
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. God. I love it, Nick.
Yeah.
I love it, Nick. Man, these Tennessee fans are a joke, man. They're killing me.
Yeah.
You know what? And here's the thing I got to say this, guys. I would say it to the guy, but he was so aggressively wanting to say F as much as he could. But I like having conversations with sports fans from other teams. Don't you, Adam?
I do.
I like it. I mean, because if you just sit and talk about the teams and how they compare and how they match up, and it's actually great conversation. But the problem is we get the dumbest fans in the world to call us like, oh, there's a phone number. Let's call and say F you.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, that's going to get them.
Got him.
Like we're going to sit here and go, oh, man, he hurt my feelings.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, Coaches. Bringing titles from the 50s, and you say we live in the past. Okay.
Yeah, well, if we can't go back to the 50s, change that record.
If you can say 88 and 22,
yeah,
then we can bring up the 50s.
Exactly.
That's how that works. It's interesting. I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too sometimes, okay?
No, we beat you in 52. Oh, wait, you won. Oh, no, wait. No, we don't.
But I'll tell you what, if you want to go more recent with it, let's talk about more recent, all right? We beat you 2 times in the last 5 years, which, again, you still got us there, but you ain't dominating us. And like you think that and truthfully, the last time we played at Neyland, correct me if I'm wrong, we went down there and busted their ass.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's add the 2 last scores together. You want to do that? The last 2 times we played each other, your place and our place.
Yeah.
Let's add the scores together.
Who scored more points?
Let's talk about it. I mean, they were never in the game 2 years ago.
And honestly, and I'm not just going to say – I'm going to say this one more time. Then we're going to talk about South Carolina because that's what we're focused on today. We're not focused on this.
Yeah, we're focused on a backup quarterback.
Yeah, we got a backup quarterback that's got to go and beat an SEC team today. We're not the same. So, but what I'll say is this. If, for whatever reason, there is this – I know, we beat Pruitt. Congratulations.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
You hired him.
If they call the face mask call, y'all get beat. That's all I'm going to say, period. If they call it like they should have, we didn't get the – that was good.
Nice.
Yeah, you're shaking the table because you don't know how to stop, and you can't even just do anything. And look at that floor, man. It looks great. Why are you showing them that's on?
I don't know what I'm showing them.
He's fixing the camera right now, guys.
Tell me where it's at.
It's horrible. It's the worst I've ever seen it.
Just that.
Yeah, it's bad, real bad. That should do it. That should get the trick. It's a little angled, but it's you own us in basketball. Now you don't want to do the all-time record on that one.
No, they don't do it. They don't work that way.
Well, but we don't want to go that route. But Barnes owns Cal. Well, I know what Barnes doesn't have: Final Fours and a national championship. Which, by the way,
Tennessee don't either.
Neither does Tennessee, but Cal, on the other hand, has a couple of those. So,
yeah.
Anyway, South Carolina today coming in now, 6-point underdog to Kentucky. It was a little higher, but then our quarterback thing happened, and so it went down. Are you nervous for this game? I am. I'm a little nervous.
Little bit.
I mean, I'm a little nervous.
A little bit.
I'm nervous to see what Kaya Sharon's going to do. I mean, he's going to be really good, but
is he ready?
Is he ready? I mean, it's also a Kentucky boy, so we get to see if a Kentucky boy can do.
Another thing is, man, I look at it and go, well, C-Rod is going to be fine. We just need to keep giving him the ball. But then that offensive line's been a little sketchy.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions today.
They said they don't lose to St. Peter's either. No. The difference is they lose to terrible teams in the Music City nobody gives a shit bowl. That's the difference, right? I mean, am I clear on that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's football season, right?
Right.
And how many bowl games they won straight?
Who has the most active? Who has the longest active bowl winning streak in the country right now? Go ahead. By the way,
Google. You got to tell them to Google.
You got to Google that, yeah. But I'll give you a hint. It's a team to your north. It's a team to your north.
A team that's always above you.
We're here. You're there. Okay. Yeah. Just go I-75 north, and you'll find exactly where that is.
Yep. Be careful with that table.
God, Mississippi State is busting Arkansas's rear end. Florida, oh, my God.
Florida over Missouri.
Good. Florida's getting some wins. We need them to get some wins because we beat them. We're going to be in the playoffs. Oh, that's great.
Oh, already talking
They're
playoffs.
Talking playoffs.
They got to play us, Alabama,
Georgia.
Teams
to get but they're going to be in the playoffs.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this right now, Tennessee fans. I'm going to say something nice to you. If you make the playoffs, you're winning the damn thing. No doubt about it. If you make it. I'm not putting any money on it.
I wouldn't.
No.
If someone gave me $1 million and said you got to bet on one team, Tennessee would not be the team I'd pick.
No. So. Or the second or third or fourth team I pick. But with all that said, Tennessee's got a good team this year. They do. They got some talent. They got a good team. Coach is really ugly and weird acting, but he just showed him on TV. Dude, that's the weirdest looking guy I've ever seen, man. He looks like the hall monitor.
The hall monitor. Well, listen, guys, let's do our prediction really quick before we get out of here.
Prediction. Oh, my gosh, this is a hard one, man. I'm going to predict that that Will Levis doesn't start. I'm going to predict that Chris Rodriguez gets about 150 yards. And I think we win in a lower scoring game because we're going to run the ball a lot and it's going to eat up the clock. So I say 21-10. 21-10 Kentucky.
I'm going to go 28-17. That just seems like the right score. 28-17.
We're close. We're usually close.
I think the Cats will struggle early, but I think they'll find their rhythm toward the second quarter, and they will be leading at halftime, but maybe by 3 or 4, but I think they end up winning 28-17. That's it.
I like it.
They're not going to be winning.
A win's a win.
It's not going to be 3 or 4. It's going to be like 3 or 7.
But now what we would like to see happen, I would like to see Sharon come out and throw about 4 touchdowns and look like the quarterback of the future.
I would love it if we come out and bust them.
And I'm going to tell you guys, hey, Big Blue Nation, if Sharon comes out and throws for 3 or 4 touchdowns, doesn't throw any picks, has a really, really nice game, don't start calling for him to be the starter.
Boy, just
because
about,
Will's definitely the starter.
Look here, without Levis, 21-14 Cox. What about a Vol fan pulling for Cox? They love it.
Well,
they absolutely love it.
They do. They like the Cox. Easy. Yeah, they do, man. I mean,
we just did that.
Clyde says he looks like he would work at Walmart. Tennessee coach. Oh man!
If you're trying to call right now, you got to call back because I'm not getting any calls coming through. I've got so many coming through, and I didn't even hear.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the calls.
I didn't see them coming through.
Are they
either.
423? I like answering those.
Those are fun, aren't they?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go ahead and give us a call back if you want to get through.
This is fun. Why not? Let's keep going.
Yeah, we could keep going for a second.
Dude, I like this place we're at here in Lexington. I don't know if you want to say, but I like it.
It's really nice. I don't want to say because, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, we get sponsored by somebody. That's what we need to do. We need to have a place sponsor us, man, to put us up. Here we go.
Here we go. So this is going to be definitely somebody from Kentucky. And so you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who is this?
It's the Kentucky guy. What's up, fellas?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. You guys are literally renting space in Tennessee fans.
Oh, yeah, man. It's awesome, man.
Their game is on right now, and they're calling your freaking show, bro. Where I'm like, I'm pissing my pants over here, man. I'm like, are you? And like, I'm looking at the comments and like, your game's on. Shouldn't you be watching?
That's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. And then I tell the guy, hey,
the irony of it, man.
I know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like if they could have just waited, man, when they're not playing. And then I asked the guy, please, let's talk sports. Okay. Then he cusses some more names up.
See, what's amazing about it to me is for like 20 years, we were the game on their schedule that was a win.
Yeah.
And now they're calling and trashing us because they feel threatened.
They're nervous.
They're nervous.
I tell you
what, my God.
Hey, listen, here's what's funny thing here's what's the funny thing is we couldn't stage this better.
In 35 years of Kentucky sports, basketball and football, I have never, ever stopped watching Kentucky in volleyball, baseball, anything, and said, you know what? Let me check in on the call-in show. Let me check in on what the balls are doing.
That's hilarious, man. That's a good point.
I'm just curious here.
And what's great about
what's Tennessee up to today? Because my team's on right now. I got the chips, I got the soda, I got the flat screen TV. But let's go see what the Big Orange is doing.
I'm bored. There's nothing else to do. I'm gonna call a Kentucky show.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's what they do, man.
But wasn't it just a couple years ago they were calling themselves a basketball school and how they were going to win the national championship in basketball? And
Bruce Pearl got them excited.
How'd that turn out?
Yeah. They had a picnic and it all ended. Yeah.
That's right.
What's your prediction on the game today?
Oh man, I don't know, man. It's such a toss up, and our old line is, it's been a little inconsistent, but
What'd you do, Adam?
You there? Are you there? Did I lose you?
Did we lose him?
We lost him.
Is anybody there?
Are you there? Hello?
I don't know. Oh, man. Sorry about that. We didn't mean to cut you off.
We didn't mean to know. I don't know what happened there. But
Adam's trying to work the phone lines. And
I was trying to work out something, and yeah, it just happened that way. Call us back if you tried to call in. Just call us back. 859-428-8419 is the number to call. But, yeah, I've got some really good – this pregame show right here has made it really good. You're back on, man. I don't know what happened.
That's okay. No big deal. I don't know where I dropped off at, but I just think keys to the game, O-line's got to protect, got to be more consistent. We're going to have a fresh arm in today, so
way it's looking. So, we gotta get. The O-lines look good in spurts. It's got a rhythm problem. It's like they get into a rhythm and then, they kind of get out of rhythm. So I don't know if that's play calling or if that's just inexperience. But they've shown spurts to where they're really, really good though. So I think it's going to be a tough game at first. But I think the Cats will pull away in the second half and should be a big win for us today.
Awesome. Well, listen, man, thanks for calling in and go Cats.
Hey, guys, keep doing what you're doing. Keep rocking. We'll talk at you later. Kentucky guy out.
Appreciate it, brother.
Make sure you guys are checking out wildcatsportstalk.com for all the latest stories. Got a good one up there about our trip to Oxford and what kind of car that is.
Yeah, man.
What kind of car that is.
You like the way I ended that.
Yeah, so but make sure that you check that out and go for it. I got another. Look at this. I mean, it's another one. It's another one. Listen, I'm going to start charging rent if you guys are going to call. Are you there?
Hey, you're on. What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey. Okay, so listen. I'm a Vol fan.
I know.
I live in Corbin, Kentucky.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Which makes zero sense, but sure. Go ahead.
Hey, take it easy on him. Let's see what he says first. Calm down.
Okay, so I'm not hostile to you guys. So, and personally, I don't hate Kentucky.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm going to say.
Okay.
But I also remind y'all, I want you to think here, all the way back to Derek Dooley. The only time you've beaten Tennessee is when a coach is in his last season. Every time you beat Dooley, you got Dooley fired. You got Butch fired. You got Pruitt fired. So the only time you beat us is when we're getting ready to fire a coach.
That's all the time. You're always ready to fire a coach.
You're always ready to fire a coach.
You can't call, though, and brag about, hey, look how many coaches we've been through. That's not a flex.
I'll be the first to admit we have been through 15 years of misery, dysfunction, and crap. I'll admit it.
Well, and we will admit
people are hyping us up too much.
Well, we will admit also that we keep losing to Tennessee when we should win. We'll give you that. We do that all the time.
Yeah,
and last year, I'll give you that. That was a boneheaded move. They missed the pass call. Absolutely. We got lucky. I'm not going to sit here and debate that. Right. We had a lucky break. But something about this Tennessee team feels different this year. I feel like we have a chance. Next week it's going to be a big challenge.
You're good.
If we win next week, we got a chance.
Do you? Please tell me you.
I actually like this call, though.
But I got to know though. I mean, do Tennessee fans really believe you're beating Alabama?
No. You want me to be completely honest? No. Okay. I think we got a chance against Georgia. I think Georgia is a pedestrian team with basically a Walmart greeter at quarterback.
I agree. But
in Kentucky, I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to blow y'all out next week. Even though in the comment I said, we'll beat you by 30. I don't think it is. I think it hinges on how healthy Will Levis is. If Will Levis is not healthy for the Tennessee game, that oddly puts it in our favor. I don't know what the injury is completely. All I know is there's a chance he misses that game.
I wouldn't say that because, I mean, how many times have teams been busted up by a backup quarterback, and we don't know what this guy's going to look like tonight?
Well, I mean, the only time we lose to backup quarterbacks is when we lose to Florida.
Florida beats everybody with backup quarterbacks.
Well,
the worst thing you can ever do against the Florida Gators is knock out their starter.
Exactly. But yeah, we'll get to see how it goes tonight. Honestly, I think that if this was the Tennessee game or if this was a Georgia game, Will Levis would be going and we wouldn't even be talking about him being hurt. I think it's just one of those right situations that, okay, he's a little banged up. Maybe we can get through this one without him. That's what I think. I'm not sure.
I don't think Levis is the biggest injury. Is there is Flax going to go?
No, he's not.
He's not going.
JJ
Weaver's not in. Jacquez Jones. So if we win today and it's a good win and it's a big win, then it'll look really good. It'll look overly good.
Yeah, it will look good. Today's going to be a tough test for the Cats.
Yeah.
So it don't look like it on paper because you look at it pedestrian South Carolina team that, to be honest, may be on the verge of firing their coach as well. I mean, you got Shane Beamer out there talking about, we got some fighters out here. But,
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I'll say this, and then I'll let you go. You guys have got a better team. I'll give it that to you. But I hope you enjoy Josh Heupel because after we win this year, he's gone too because we just tend to fire coaches.
That's true. And you still got a hooker at quarterback.
Yeah, you do that. You do have that.
I mean, that's Heisman hooker. Heisman hooker.
He's looking good. I'll give you that. He's looking good.
Will goes ahead of him in the draft.
Oh,
Mark
definitely.
Book it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and I was listening to KSR the other day. Like I said, I live in Corbin, so I hear more Kentucky stuff. And he did nail that spot on. People want to talk about, even on his show, that like Kentucky fans talking about how I don't think he's good enough to be a first-round pick. People forget Josh Allen sucked at Wyoming. He was drafted on potential.
Yep, and that's the thing. And they went like 7-5. So
yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Well, it's good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you too. Talk to you later.
Take care.
Appreciate the call, man.
So that's awesome. One. There we go. One.
You know what I like about him? He's a little edgy, and he wanted to be smart, and he wanted to get his shots in, but he actually knows football. Like, he's cool. He's all right.
That's what we're looking for.
That's what we're looking for. That's the kind of call that we want.
Now, 90% of the fan base, though, they don't have ability to do that. So it's fine. You know, we'll go for the 10%. Listen, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, it's going to be 28-17 Cats. That's what it's going to be. Cats are going to come out with a big win,
that's going to win. Kentucky's going to win.
We'll have pictures on the page during the game, so make sure you're looking at that. And other than that, go Cats.
Go Big Blue.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. Tim, any last words?
No, man, we just appreciate you guys so much. Go Big Blue. We'll have some kind of post game for you sometime or another. Just stay tuned, but it's going to be a fun, exciting game. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, yeah, I just played the first song. So we're just
whatever works.
We're gonna go.
It's the third hardest thing. That's what we're closing with. Yeah. Wow. We do it different here at Wildcat Sports Talk.
I just played a random song, and then here we are. You know,
we're leaving here without you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name's Adam.
My name's Tim.
We are Wildcat Sports Talk. Let's go. Oh, I don't know why. It just played, and I can't